రామకృష్ణ మఠం హైదరాబాద్ వారి సౌజన్యంతో ఈ కార్యక్రమాలని నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఇక ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్లోని మీకు ఏ విషయాలు ఉంటాయి, ఏం అంశాలు ఉంటాయన్న విషయం గురించి చెప్పడానికి నేను ఈరోజు మీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చాను. ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్ని కూడాను మేము కొన్ని సెగ్మెంట్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఆ సెగ్మెంట్స్ గురించి మీకు చెప్పబోతున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పబోయేటువంటి ఈ సెగ్మెంట్స్ ఇదే ఆర్డర్లో వస్తాయని రూల్ లేదు, కానీ ఈ సెగ్మెంట్స్ మాత్రం మీకు ఉంటాయి. ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? కాన్వర్జేషన్స్, స్టోరీ నరేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ సెగ్మెంట్లో వచ్చేసరికి థర్డ్ సెగ్మెంట్లో ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ గ్రేట్ పర్సనాలిటీస్, ఒక ప్యారబుల్ ఆర్ అన్ అనెక్డోట్, గ్రామర్ అండ్ ఒక కోట్. సో ఇలాగ ఒక 5 సెగ్మెంట్లు అనుకోండి సుమారుగా. ఈ సెగ్మెంట్ల గురించి కొంచెం వివరాలు ఇస్తాను మీకు. ఇప్పుడు ఉదాహరణకి నేను చెప్పిన ఆర్డర్లోనే వెళ్తాను. కాన్వర్జేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఓ ఇద్దరు వ్యక్తులు సంభాషిస్తూ ఉంటారు, మాట్లాడుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు అందులో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ని, వారు యూజ్ చేస్తున్న ఫ్రేజెస్ ఆర్ వర్డ్స్, ఆ పదాలు, వాటి యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్స్, వాటన్నిటిని కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. స్టోరీ నరేషన్, ఒక కథని మీకు చెప్తున్నప్పుడు కథ మీకు స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తుంది. అది చూస్తూ ఆ స్పెల్లింగ్ని, ఆ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్స్ని, మళ్ళీ వన్స్ అగైన్ ఆ గ్రామర్ని అవి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఇదే కాకుండా మీకు ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ కానీ, అంటే ఈ గొప్ప వ్యక్తుల యొక్క జీవితంలో జరిగినటువంటి స్ఫూర్తిదాయకమైనటువంటి విషయాల్ని కానీ, లేకపోతే ఒక ప్యారబుల్, ఒక అనెక్డోట్ అంటే చిన్న చిన్న కథల్ని కానీ చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇక్కడ కూడా మీరు చేయవలసింది ఏంటి? ఆ చెప్తున్నటువంటి విషయాల్లో భాషని మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడమే, ఇంగ్లీష్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం, ఆ యొక్క పదాలు, వాటి యొక్క గ్రామర్ అదంతా కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం. ఇదే కాకుండా గ్రామర్ సెగ్మెంట్ వచ్చేసరికి మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్ గ్రామర్ని నేర్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ గ్రామర్లో కూడాను ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్లోని ఒకటే పాయింట్ చెప్పేయడం అని కాకుండా అది బహుశా 2-3 ఎపిసోడ్లో కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఆ గ్రామర్ పాయింట్ యొక్క పూర్తి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్, కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, దాని యూసేజ్ అండ్ ఈవెన్ ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ ఒక్కొక్కప్పుడు అదే ఎపిసోడ్లో ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే కొన్ని హోంవర్క్గా ఇచ్చి నెక్స్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్లో కూడా డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఉండొచ్చు. ఇక ఇంకొక సెగ్మెంట్ వచ్చేసి ఒక కోట్ చూపిస్తాం మీకు స్క్రీన్ మీద. సో ఆ కోట్ని మీరు ఏమిటి, అందులో చెప్పిన విషయం ఏమిటి అనేది ఆలోచించండి. ఆ విషయాలన్నింటినీ కూడాను మీ జీవితంలో ఏ విధంగా వాటిని అకలింపు చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఏ విధంగా వాటిని తీసుకోవచ్చు అనే విషయాన్ని తీసుకుని మీరు భాష నేర్చుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. సో ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ భాష నేర్చుకోవడం, భాష అనేసరికి అది అన్ని రకాల సమ్మేళనంగా ఉంటుంది. అందుకోసం అని చెప్పేసి మీకు మేము ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్ని కూడా ఈ విధంగా మేము డిజైన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. అంటే కేవలం ఒక క్లాస్లో ఏదో జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఒక గ్రామర్ పాఠంగా కాకుండా మీకు ఈ 4-5 రకాలుగా దీన్ని మీకు నేర్పడానికి మేము ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం. ఈ విధంగా మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ని సులభంగా చక్కగా నేర్చుకోగలరని చెప్పి ఆశిస్తున్నాం. మరి ఇవాళ ఎపిసోడ్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదామా?
Hello everyone, good day to you all. Now let us learn some grammar concepts and learn how to build English sentences through it.
Hi everybody.
Hi, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, sir.
Very good. Yeah, what are you doing now? What are you doing now?
I'm looking at the board.
I'm looking at the board. Wonderful, really. Very good sentence. Yeah. What is my question indeed? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? You answered, I'm looking at the board. I'm looking at you. Wonderful. What does it mean actually? What are you doing speaks about the action that is going on at the time of speaking. Ippudu em chestunnavo ani ardham vastund. Then you can say, I'm looking at the board. What are you doing, Rahul?
I am sitting.
I'm sitting. Wonderful. Very good. What are you doing, ma'am?
I'm writing.
I'm writing. I'm writing. I'm looking at the board. I'm sitting. What are you doing?
I'm attending class.
I'm attending class. Beautiful. Marvelous. Yeah, what are you doing, ma'am?
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Very good. You're listening something. What about you, Santosh?
I'm listening.
You're also listening. Very good. So am plus ing form, is plus ing form, are plus ing form speak about the actions that are going on at the time of speaking. Okay, a bird is singing, somebody is working, she is walking, she is walking when
Now.
Now, we learnt it already. Whenever you see am ing form, are ing form, is ing form, that means the action is in progress. Jarugutu undi. If it is now, I am eating. I am standing. She is dancing. She is sitting. Now, ing form, whenever you see ing form, remember brother, action in progress. Go is different, going is different. Go means jana, veladam. Going means వెళ్తూ ఉండడం. వెళ్తూ ఉండడం, difference here. So whenever you see ing form, remember, very important, very easy of course. Watch, watching. Dance, dancing. Write, writing. Do, doing. Speak, speaking. Sleep, sleeping. So whenever you see ing form, my dear friends, understand the action in progress. పని జరుగుతూ ఉంది. ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది? If you want to speak about the time, then we need to bring the be forms. If the action is going on now, we use am, is, are plus ing form. Ing form means blindly action in progress. Okay, if you want to speak about present time, use am, is, are plus ing form. Then how can we speak about the past? That we will learn today. Past లో ఒక యాక్షన్ జరుగుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలా చెప్పాలి అనే దాన్ని ఈ రోజు మనం నేర్చుకున్నాం.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
He said, I'm looking at the board. He said, I'm listening to the class. She said, I'm sitting, I'm writing, I'm listening. This is all going on now. How we can speak about the past statements? Okay, very simple, very easy actually. You know very well, to speak about the past time we use two words, they are was and were. I'm standing now, am now, but if I'm talking about yesterday, at this time, I was sleeping, I was watching TV, I was not dancing. So, do you know the difference between dance and dancing, eat and eating? You know, right? So, just if you're talking about the present time, use am, is, are. If you're talking about the past time, use was and were. That's it. That's it. Now I'm speaking to you, I'm talking to you, I'm discussing something. But you know one thing, I was sleeping at 4 o'clock this morning. I was sleeping at 4 o'clock this morning. Okay, I am now working as a trainer in VIOL, but I was working as a lecturer in an engineering college 2 years ago. I was working, I am working, I am standing, I was sleeping. Correct. So now my question, what were you doing yesterday at this time?
I was sleeping.
Wonderful. I was sleeping at this time yesterday. Clear. What are you doing now?
I am looking.
I am attending the class. I was sleeping. I am attending. See the difference here. Very simple. Many times we ask, okay, my friend, I called you this morning, why didn't you pick my call up?
I was.
I'm sorry, at that time I was brushing, I was watching TV, I was working, I was having my breakfast. నేను నీకు కూడా కాల్ చేశాను, నేను అరౌండ్ 11 o'clock. నువ్వు లిఫ్ట్ చేయలేదు, ఎందుకు లిఫ్ట్ చేయలేదు మా?
I was busy.
Yeah, you were busy, I know that. I was busy at this time, at 11 o'clock yesterday. What were you doing at the time?
I was going to college.
Wonderful, very good. I was going to college. I think you were driving.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. See, so I was driving to college, so I did not pick your call. Got it? Got it. You know one thing, yesterday I reached home around 10 o'clock. When I reached home yesterday, my mother biryani చేస్తుంది. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? My mother was cooking biryani when I reached home yesterday. Entered home yesterday. When I reached home yesterday, my mother was preparing, cooking biryani. No problem, anything. Preparing or cooking. So, my mother was cooking biryani speaks about the past action which was in progress at any specific time in the past. Okay, preparing biryani, biryani prepare చేస్తూ ఉంది. అది ఇప్పుడు అనుకోండి is preparing. అది నిన్న అనుకోండి was preparing. That is the thing. Santosh, clear? Very easy actually. Today is Friday. Last Friday at this time, remember and tell me, what were you doing? First of all, let me start with myself here. Last Friday I did not have my class here, so I was watching TV. I was watching morning news. I was watching news at this time last Friday. What were you doing?
I was playing cricket.
Were you playing cricket?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah. See here. Were you playing cricket? Yes, I was playing cricket at this time last Friday. How about you, Amir? What were you doing?
Last Friday I was reading newspaper.
I was reading newspaper at this time. Very good. I was reading newspaper at this time last Friday. Great. Yeah. What were you doing?
I was in village.
You were in village. Yeah. So, okay. What were you doing?
I was attending my friend marriage.
I was attending my friend's marriage. Wonderful. Very good. I was attending my friend's marriage. Clear? So this is 2017. Go back to 10 years. 10 years. Yeah. 2010. No, 7 I think. Yeah. In 2007, of course, no change in my life. Even then I was teaching here. How about you? What were you now? What were you in 2007?
I was studying, I think, 6th class.
I was studying 6th class. She was studying 6th class in 2007. How about you, Rahul?
I'm also studying.
Am means now. Was means past. So now you are in intermediate second year. So 10 years back means I suppose you must be in 2nd class.
Yes.
A small kid. So you were a small kid 10 years ago. Rahul was studying 2nd class 10 years ago. That was 2007. How about you, brother?
I was studying 7th class.
You were studying 7th class 10 years ago. Wonderful. Very good. So I was, I am. She was, she is. We are, we were. They are, they were. That's it. See, they are waiting now, but they were discussing something 1 hour ago. They were discussing. Okay, so now I will just give you a sentence here. You just try this. So we should know which sentence to be in continuous mode and which to be in simple mode. For example, I, simple example, go office. I see an accident. I'll give you the clue here. నిన్ను నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉంటే ఒక యాక్సిడెంట్ చూశాను అనమాట. మై ఫేవరెట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉంటే ఒక యాక్సిడెంట్ చూశాను నేను. హియర్ దేర్ ఆర్ 2 సెంటెన్సెస్. ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉండడం, యాక్సిడెంట్ చూడడం. దీంట్లో ఏది కంటిన్యూస్గా ఉంది?
Going.
వెళ్తూ ఉండడం కదా. సో దేర్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూస్ ఇంగ్ ఫార్మ్. సో హియర్ I was going to office. నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉన్నాను. వెన్ చూద్దాం. ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు ఏమైంది?
Accident.
ఐ సా అన్ యాక్సిడెంట్. ఎందుకు సా అన్నాము, సీయింగ్ అనలేదు? ఇది కూడా పాస్టే కదా. బికాస్ యాక్సిడెంట్ చూశాను, సింపుల్ ఫామ్. సో సా. ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ ఇది చూస్తూ ఉన్నాను అంటే కాదు, దెన్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ కమ్స్ ఐ వాజ్ సేయింగ్. ఆల్రైట్, చదివాను ఐ రెడ్, చదువుతూ ఉన్నాను ఐ వాజ్ రీడింగ్, తిన్నాను ఐ ఏట్, తింటూ ఉన్నాను ఐ వాజ్ ఈటింగ్, వెళ్ళాను ఐ వెంట్, వెళ్తూ ఉన్నాను ఐ వాజ్ గోయింగ్. నిన్న రాహుల్ మా ఇంటికి వచ్చినాడు. హీ కేమ్ టు మై హోమ్. అతను వస్తూ ఉన్నాడు, దెన్ హీ వాజ్ కమింగ్ టు మై హోమ్. సీ ద డిఫరెన్స్ హియర్. This difference can be understood, of course, not found also in other languages, Indian languages. Clear, very simple. Chadivanu, chaduvutu unnanu. I studied and I was studying. I danced and I was dancing. Okay, Santosh here. Office ki veltu unnanu kabatti I was going. Okay, chusanu kabatti sa. You need to understand this. When to use continuous form, when to use simple form. So now use when wherever you want. When I was going to office, I saw an accident. I saw an accident when I was going to office. Simple. ఇప్పుడు రాహుల్ ట్రై చేస్తాడు. నేను టీవీ చూస్తూ ఉన్నాను రాహుల్ నిన్న, కరెంట్ పోయిందమ్మా. Here I will give you the sentences. TV చూడటం I. First of all, okay, instead of I can say my father watch TV. అంతలో ఏమైంది? పవర్ go off. పవర్ go off. పోయింది. ఇలా చెప్పాలి. దీంట్లో which one is continuous here?
My father was watching TV.
ఫాదర్ టీవీ చూస్తూ ఉన్నాడనాలా లేకపోతే కరెంట్ పోతూ ఉందనాలా? సో వేర్ ఇస్ ద ఇన్ఫార్మ్?
Watching.
Yes.
जब वो टीवी देखते थे, ओके, टीवी ఎప్పుడైతే చూస్తూ ఉన్నాడో, సో we can say my father
Watching TV.
my father was watching TV. ఆయన టీవీ చూస్తూ ఉన్నాడు, అప్పుడు ఏమైంది? పవర్ వెంట్ ఆఫ్. That's it. You can use when to join these two sentences. Okay, very simple and very easy actually. When my father was watching TV, the power went off. Okay, Rahul. Okay, yesterday what happened? My mother, మా అమ్మ నిద్రపోతూ ఉంది యాక్చువల్లీ. అందులో ఆమె ఫోన్ రింగ్ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఎలా చెప్పాలి?
My mother.
సో దెర్ ఆర్ 2 actions here. 1, అమ్మ నిద్రపోవడం. 2, మొబైల్ రింగ్ అవ్వడం. లెట్ us take the action 1. అమ్మ నిద్రపోయింది అంటున్నామా, నిద్రపోతూ ఉంది అంటున్నామా? పోతూ ఉంది. ఓకే, సో మై మదర్ was sleeping. You know why it is was sleeping? You know, నిద్రపోతూ ఉంది ఆవిడ. ఫోన్ రింగ్ అయింది. హర్ ఫోన్ ర్యాంగ్ మోగింది. యూజ్ వెన్ wherever you want. When my mother was sleeping, her phone rang. My mother's phone rang when she was sleeping. Clear? That's it. Very simple, very easy. I was actually in bus stop in the evening yesterday, and I saw an old man, okay, who fell down while he was getting into the bus. ఆయన బస్ ఎక్కుతూ ఉన్నాడు, పాపం పడిపోయినాడు. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? ఎప్పుడు పడిపోయినాడు ఆయన? బస్ ఎక్కుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు. ఓకే, బస్ ఎక్కడానికి ట్రై చేస్తుంటే పడిపోయినాడు.
When he was climbing the bus,
Climbing bus, no, getting into the bus, yeah. So he was getting into the bus. He
Fell down.
when the old man was getting into the bus, he fell down. Or the old man fell down when he was getting into the bus. Okay? Very simple. Okay, ma? Last week what happened? Okay, my friends and I, మేమంతా క్రికెట్ ఆడుతున్నాం. సడన్గా వర్షం పడింది. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? Who can try?
My friends are playing.
Yeah, my friends. If it is now, are. But if it is of the past, so
My friends were
were. My friends were playing cricket. అప్పుడు ఏమైంది? వర్షం పడింది. How to say వర్షం పడింది?
When it was rain.
It was rain.
It rained. It rained. So when my friends and I were playing cricket, it rained. It rained when I was playing cricket, or when my friends and I were playing cricket. Okay? So an action which was going on in the past, jarugutu undi, when? In the past, at any specific time. నేను ఈ టైంకి నేను మా ఫ్రెండ్తో మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నాను. I was talking, I was discussing with my friend at this time yesterday. Clear? Very simple, very simple. Now my question. For example, what were you doing at this time yesterday? See the question here. Observe the question. Where were you going yesterday? I saw you at Crossroads yesterday. Where were you going? See the question. I saw you at the Crossroads yesterday. Where were you going? Means which action was going on? Clear? Okay, very good. Same as usual, we also can make questions here using was or were. We use was for he, she, it. We use were for you, we, they. Yeah, same of course, we can use any. Yeah, was he playing something? Were you watching maybe something else? That's it. This is the way of making questions. Can you make some questions? Can you ask me some questions with was and were? Come on.
Was he playing yesterday?
Was he playing yesterday in the evening? Yes, he was playing in the evening yesterday. See the question here. Was he playing? అతను ఆడుతూ ఉన్నాడు అని అర్థం, ఆడాడా కాదు. Yeah, good. Yeah.
What are you teaching yesterday? Is it
Very good. Wonderful, wonderful question. Yeah, were you teaching at this time yesterday? Yes, I was teaching at this time yesterday. If it is no, no, I was not teaching at this time yesterday. Yeah.
Were they playing yesterday?
Were they playing yesterday? Yes, they were playing all the day yesterday.
Was it raining?
Very good question. Yeah. Was it raining at this time yesterday? No, I think it was not raining at this time yesterday. Can you now use some WH questions with this? Yeah, try.
Where were you yesterday?
Where were you yesterday is wonderful, but with ing form. What were you doing at this time yesterday? Beautiful question. Yeah, I was teaching at this time yesterday.
Where were you teaching at this time yesterday?
Very good. Where were you teaching at this time yesterday? Yeah. Where were you working last year at this time? That's it. So, we have learned actually what, okay, and I mean how the sentence should be constructed when we are speaking about an action which was in continuous form in the past at any specific moment. Okay, what was happening at any specific moment in the past? Was plus ing form, were plus ing form. Speak about an action which was going on in the past. Am ing form, is ing form, are ing form. Speak about action going on right now, currently at the present moment. Clear? Yes. Wonderful. Keep on practicing.
So,
You'll get perfection.
small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
You have said that when I was going to office, I saw an accident. Which sentence you have said first?
Which sentence comes first?
Yeah, you can use any sentence first, no problem. No problem. See here, when I was going to office, I saw an accident. I saw an accident when I was going to office. Or while I was going to office, I saw an accident. I saw an accident while I was going to office. No problem. Everything is okay. and depends on you what I mean which part of the sentence should be given priority. నువ్వు దేన్ని priority ఇద్దాం అనుకున్నావు అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు యాక్సిడెంట్ చూశాను అన్నప్పుడు అంటే ఎప్పుడైతే ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్తూ ఉన్నానో వెన్ ఐ వాస్ గోయింగ్ టు, లేకపోతే యాక్సిడెంట్ చూసినప్పుడు నేను ఆఫీస్కి, దట్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ యూ యాక్చువల్లీ విచ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద సెంటెన్స్ యూ వాంట్ టు హైలైట్. ఓకే, కీప్ ఆన్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్, యూ విల్ గెట్ పర్ఫెక్షన్ హియర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello everyone, good day to you all. Now let us improve our English by listening to an interesting conversation between two friends.
Hello Rajesh.
Hi Sai.
Recently I came to know that you have got admitted to the hospital. May I know the reason why?
Yes, just I got admitted in the hospital. Yes, because of the respiratory problems.
Respiratory problems?
Because I do marketing job, right?
Okay.
So I'm supposed to roam in the market. I just keep roaming in the roads like that for 8 hours.
8 hours?
So just that's why just I got admitted in the hospital.
Two-wheeler or four-wheeler?
Two-wheeler.
Oh, achha.
Yes, two-wheeler.
Acha.
So doctor gave me caution that is you just stay away from the traffic and
think-
stay away from the pollution.
I think by God grace reports are normal.
Yeah, reports are normal,
but you
but
should-
I
you
should take care of
then.
the pollution then. Then it could cause some more effects there.
Acha. So it is because of pollution.
Just because of pollution side.
Acha.
So let's have discussion on pollution today because I want to know more about that because it's the need of the hour for me.
Oh, acha.
Yeah.
Very, definitely Rajesh. The there are many areas where the pollution happens.
Yes.
The three sectors or the three areas where the pollution is, first is the water, the second one is air, the third one is noise pollution.
Noise pollution, yes.
So Rajesh, could you please elaborate the term pollution?
Pollution, Sai, pollution is what? Which is it's not pure.
Acha, anything which is not pure.
That's called pollution.
Pollution. Okay. Rajesh, let us discuss the three, that is water, air, and noise.
Noise pollution.
In an order. First, water. Majority of the water bodies get polluted because they are misused for washing clothes
Okay.
and all. They are letting in the drainage system.
Right.
So thereby the water bodies get polluted. And also coming to the air pollution.
Air pollution.
And because of vehicles.
And just because of the factories.
Yeah, because of factories and because of
they releases emissions.
yeah, because of rapid globalization and because of rapid industrialization, they emit dangerous gases,
Yes, dangerous
which
gases,
lead to
yes.
the air pollution and also in
Especially because of traffic, that carbon monoxide.
yeah, carbon monoxide, as you
I
told.
think just because of that only my body
Yeah,
got affected.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you might have already known in the report how much of that
Yeah, just I
gas
got
has
it.
affected your
Yes,
personality.
Yes.
So you should care.
Yeah. And also I strongly believe that just because of our habits only just we could pollute our
Yeah.
environment.
Yes.
If environment only just gets disturbed by just that the what kind of habits we have.
Yeah. Exactly.
If we respect nature, just we can enjoy that nice environment. When you just pollute the nature, automatically we face many problems.
Yes, Rajesh. And one prevent measure we can take is if you use excessive use of the face masks. Face masks.
Yeah, it's
we
good
can,
for me.
It filters the air.
Okay.
It filters the air when we breathe the air also outside air. It filters and there is some chances of protecting ourselves. So that's how we have to take care of our health also.
Especially in
Rajesh.
metropolitan cities only we face this problem.
Exactly.
When you observe that in villages, I
Yeah.
think problem is not as much as like this.
Yes,
In cities means as due to rapid globalization and
Exactly.
industrialization, as we have lot of population here.
Exactly, Rajesh.
Obviously, then just we tend to depend upon vehicles.
Yes.
When we use more vehicles on the road, obviously it makes environment polluted.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's why
But we have to take them cautions
Yeah,
to
yes.
avoid the pollution.
That's why Rajesh in intermediate second year, our English teacher used to say, life in village is beautiful, whereas life in city is sorrowful.
Sorrowful. Yes. Yes.
And Rajesh, finally coming to the noise pollution, because of blaring loudspeakers during festivals and because of crackers during the Dasara,
Yes,
Deepavali,
yes, question of
and so
festivals.
many blaring speakers, because of this noise pollution is happening.
Yes.
And it's all because of the individual and the community responsibility.
Yes.
So individual has to take care of all these things.
Yes.
And also if you reside in a community where many people stay, you should think of the speakers and all that thing which disturbs the
Yes,
community.
yes, yes.
So everybody may not
So
like
we have
the,
to take care of our nature. But
Yeah, exactly.
Just because of nature only we are leading a good life.
Yes.
When we disturb nature, when we spoil nature, then
in turn we have to
we'll be the victims.
we have to face the consequences of that.
Consequences of it. Yes. So the
So Rajesh,
on a closing note,
I
yes.
hope and I pray that you will again get back to your original
Yes,
kind of
yes.
thing, and please
Now
try
I
to
just
follow
know
the
about the pollution, the
instructions
effect
of
of pollution.
doctor.
Yes,
And
yes.
try to take care of your health properly, because if you have good health, then only you
Yeah,
can.
I'm just more scared of just facing pollution. Just because of that only, I just felt sick.
Yeah, again you will
So,
get back slowly.
yes,
Everything is
yes.
a process. So if you take care of your health, then only
Yeah, it's
you'll
nice
get
to
back.
have discussion today just
Ex-
on pollution.
it's right that, like.
So thanks for being with us.
Yes,
As
thanks
of
for.
now, you have heard our conversation. So like us, you also make an attempt to talk, to express yourself in English.
Hello everyone, now it is story time. Let us listen to this interesting story, understand the sentence construction and improve our English from it.
నమస్కారం అండి. ఒక కథ చెప్తాను వినండి. లెట్ us listen to a story. Big rocks in our life. One day, an expert in time management was speaking to a group of business students. To drive home a point, he used an illustration which those students will never forget. To drive home a point, ఒక విషయాన్ని అర్థం చేయించడానికి. Illustration, ఉదాహరణ. As he stood in front of group of high-powered overachievers, he said, "Okay, time for a quiz." He pulled out a gallon wide-mouthed mason jar and set it on the table in front of him. Gallon, ద్రవ పదార్థాలని కొలిచే కొలమానం. He also produced about a dozen fist-sized stones and carefully placed them one at a time into the jar. Fist-sized, పిడికిలి సమానమైన. When the jar was filled to the top and no more stones would fit inside, he asked, "Is this jar full?" Everyone in the class shouted, "Yes." The time management expert replied, "Really?" He reached under the table and pulled out a bucket of gravel, kankarrallu, and dumped some of the gravel in. Then he shook the jar, which caused the pieces of gravel to work themselves down into the spaces between the big rocks. He then asked the class once more if the jar was full. This time the class did not want to be sure, so they just said, "Probably not." "Good," he replied. He reached under the table and brought out a bucket of sand and started dumping it into the jar. The sand went in and filled in the spaces left between the rocks and the gravel. Once more he asked if the jar was full. "No," the class shouted. Once again he said, "Good," and grabbed a pitcher of water, pitcher, kunda, and began to pour it into the jar until the jar was filled to the brim. Brim, anchu varaku. He then looked around the room and asked, "What is the point of this illustration?" One eager man raised his hand and said, "The point is, it does not matter how full your schedule is. If you really try hard, you can always have some more activity in." "No," said the speaker. "That's not the point. The truth is that if you don't put the big rocks in first, you'll never get them in at all." And what are big rocks of your life? The time spent with your loved ones, your faith, your dreams, or a worthy cause like teaching or mentoring others. Remember to put in the big rocks first, or you will never get them in at all. బిగ్ రాక్స్ అంటే మన జీవితంలో సాధించాలనుకునేటువంటి విషయాలు. సో వాటిని మనం మొట్టమొదట పెట్టుకోవాలి. తర్వాత మిగిలిన విషయాలన్నీ వస్తాయని ఈ కథ యొక్క సారాంశం.
Hello everyone, good day to you all. And now we will see a quote. We will see, we will read, and we shall understand what the quote is. Everyone, now it is parable time. Parables are nothing but moral stories. Let us now listen to an interesting parable and learn the essence out of that story. Hello everyone, good day to you all. Now it is parable time. And you know what parables are? Parables are moral stories. Now we get to listen to some interesting moral story and listen and understand the essence of it. May I know what your names are, please?
My name is Shrestha. My name is Vasistha.
Okay, now Shrestha and Vashishta and Varsha, all three of us are ready to hear an interesting moral story narrated by Mansi. Can you start?
I am. So are you ready? Yeah? Okay. So this story is about two fish and a frog. So once upon a time there was a pond, and in the pond there were two fish, a frog and his wife. The fishes were called Meena and Matsya, and the frog's name was Mr. Kanduka. Mr. Kanduka had a beautiful wife, a girl frog with him. So these four friends would always spend time in the pond. They would jump and they would play, they would swim, they'd have lot of good time together. Like this, one day Mr. Kanduka was sitting on a stone in the pond outside, and he was observing how Meena and Matsya are jumping and playing in the pond, so lovely. But at the same time, there were two fishermen who were walking past the pond. When they were walking, they observed and saw two beautiful fish, Meena and Matsya. They saw them and they said, wow, see how beautiful those fish are. Just imagine if we caught those two fish, how much money we would be able to get. And then the other fisherman told him, he said, my friend, it is dark outside now. I don't think we should catch the fish now. Why don't we come back tomorrow in the morning? We'll come with a fish net and we will catch the fish. And his friend agreed. So the two fishermen walked back home and they were waiting for the next day morning to come and catch the two fish. Meanwhile, Meena and Matsya were nicely playing in the pond. They did not know all of this was happening. But the frog, Mr. Kanduka, noticed and he heard those two fishermen. He heard their plan to catch Meena and Matsya. So what did Mr. Kanduka do? He thought it is best to once tell the two fish so that they can be safe. So Mr. Kanduka jumped back into the pond, swam to the bottom and told Meena and Matsya. He called them, Meena, Matsya, come here, he said. So they came and then they asked him, what's the problem, Mr. Kanduka? What happened? That's when the frog told them, I heard two fishermen outside. They were talking about you two fish and they were saying you look so beautiful and they want to catch both of you. And the two fish said, why do they want to catch us? Then Mr. Kanduka replied, they want to catch you so that they can take you to the market and sell both of you to get some money. So I think it is better that you stay safe. Maybe we all should go away from the pond for tonight so that they don't catch you in the morning. But the two fish said, they will not catch us. We know so many tricks to escape. Suppose they bring a big net, we can swim away from the net. We are very fast at swimming. So Meena said, I know 100 tricks to escape. Then Matsya said, suppose Meena's 100 tricks do not succeed, suppose they fail, I have another 100 tricks with me. I will use them to escape. Mr. Kanduka, listening to that, he said, Meena, Matsya, don't be so overconfident. It is better to stay safe than to get caught by the fishermen. Why don't you once listen to me? Me and my wife will go, you join us, we will all go to safety. But Meena and Matsya did not listen. So Mr. Kanduka thought, okay, they are not listening to me. So he turned to his wife, the girl frog, and he said, come, we will go to safety so that at least we will not get caught. He said this and Mr. Kanduka and his wife, both of them, they jumped out of that pond and jumped into the bushes. Next day morning, just like he had expected, the two fishermen came and threw up such a huge net in the pond. The net was almost the size of the pond. So they threw the net into the water and tried to catch Meena Matsya. But Meena Matsya did not expect this, such a huge fish net. They did not know how to escape. So that way Meena and Matsya were caught by the two fishermen and they were taken away. So the moral of the story is, prevention is better than cure. You should go to safety first. You should not be overconfident that you can always be safe. What do you understand from it, Vishishta?
The same moral.
The same moral. Can you think of any example in your day-to-day life that you can apply this moral? Maybe in school somewhere?
Yes.
Where can you apply it?
In some test like that.
During exams, where you can be prepared before instead of getting scared during the examination time, yes?
What will happen suppose you don't prepare and if you are like the two fish, what will happen?
We'll be failing.
You will not do well in the exam, right? And what happens if you do prepare well?
We'll write the exam well.
And are there any other situations that you can apply this? Try to think of one. Of course, even me and Varsha have so many exams, right? So all of us can definitely apply this particular part of the moral. Any day-to-day life situation that you can think of, Shrestha?
Yes, it is. It's not true, but it's in my games. Like
no problem.
We have that PT and periods in my school. Then everyone will play, right?
Yeah.
In that, I will be the winner. I will be the loser. That is overconfidence. means I'll be the winner. I will beat her compulsory.
That's
I
true.
can beat her.
Exactly. So, like you're saying, when you're playing a game in school, and you should not be so confident that you will only be the winner, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Very good point, exactly. What about you, Varsha?
I think we can apply this moral in our day-to-day life, both in our academics and in our professional life and in personal life as well. It is good that we all learn how to be more safe than to be sorry towards the end.
Exactly. I think, have you both enjoyed the story?
Yes.
You did? Are you sure?
Yes.
Inta nachinda, inta nachinda. Inta nachindi. Okay. I think the moral also was really nice, and our dear friends Shrestha and Vishishta have understood the moral so well, and they've even given us some examples in school how we can apply it. And thank you, Varsha, for giving an example too. I hope you all have enjoyed the story.